What's up guys, welcome back to Mountain Movement. I'm still in the same outfit that I was in the previous 2 weeks videos. That's weird, I think it's just such a good fit. Today I'm going to show you the cockpit setup. I think it's going to be really sick, and a lot of people are kind of questioning like how do you set up the cockpit, what do you do here? And so I can walk you through that process. It's going to be fun, so follow along and let's get started. First thing you want to do is put your handlebar in the stem. You gotta make sure it's loose because you could really scratch up your handlebars. You might, based off of what you want to do, put some carbon gripper in this area so that it's kind of like a grease with some lubrication on it, and then it's got kind of like sand in it so that it holds to your stem. I'm not too worried because it's a store bike. I can always add that later if the customer asks for it. But what you want to do is you want to tighten it evenly as you go. You want to tighten it according to each side so that it comes together. And you will need to torque this later. Usually the stem shows you your torque measurements, but also your owner's manual will. A lot of time people want to cut their handlebars too. I never cut store bikes handlebars because a customer might want the full length. They might want to cut them themselves. You never know, so I leave them alone. I like to do the grips first. Creates a kind of a look that you're putting your bike slowly together. Other people might be differently, but and then a lot of the times if you have Shimano components, you gotta take the grips off to even put your stuff on, which totally sucks. Gotta put that on. If I'm feeling a little adventurous, I'll spray a little bit of like bike product, muck off bike product in there just to make it sure that it sticks. I want to start putting my cockpit on. So I'm going to start with the brakes. The brake with the smallest lining is your front brake, which front brake goes on the left. Some people put their front brake on the right and they put their back brake on the left. I would never do that, but it's preference, and I can't judge someone off of their preference. It's how they like it. So this is my front brake bracket, and these are all SRAM components, which I love, but they're G2, which I don't care for. It's kind of a pain to bleed. When I'm riding and my hand is straight out, I want it to be kind of parallel with that finger. I like mine honestly a little bit higher, but that's just me. The next I'm going to put on the back brake. So your shifter is going to sit on the inside, so you want to make sure that you did that correctly, which I did not. Put that like that. There we go. Turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna have them turned up even a little bit right now, just because I will bleed them through this process. They do come bled, and if you're careful, you can make sure that the fluid in there is fluid in these calipers, but I'll just re-bleed them. It's not too much of a process. Next, I'm gonna put on the shifter, which is over here. Next, I'm gonna put on the axis shifter. It's the first shifter I've actually seen of this, and it's the wireless, which I think is so cool. If you listen closely. That's so cool. I'm gonna put that on. Putting the bike together. Oh, that is, I'm not gonna lie, that's really nice. Next, the derailleur hanger. I'm gonna go closer. From right here, this is your cockpit setup. Now there could be a few just different things that you would do through this bike build. If you had like a front derailleur, you would have another shifter set up right here. Some bikes don't even have dropper posts. There are different transfer posts, different looking brakes, but for our build, this is the Cockpit setup, and if you want to copy it exactly like how I did it, this is how you would do it. So that is that for today's video. I'm gonna move. Our next video is how to route brakes, and then I might even throw in how to route a dropper post. But so tune in next Tuesday to see how we do that.